Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I am Nomir. I hope everyone's having a good time. So, this is episode 25, and I didn't realize that it's been 4 days since my last post. So Thursday, I went to babysit again, and Tuesday, whenever I went to babysit, the kids were great. I didn't have any trouble out of them. Thursday and Friday, I didn't get to come home until their nap time on Friday, and I was physically and mentally exhausted. I didn't do anything over the weekend. I even turned down going to my parents on yesterday because I just wasn't all there. See if we got anything over this way before we go. Okay, no. Yeah, so I am still so sore. Oh my God. And mentally, I'm still kind of distracted. You may notice I'm talking a little bit slower than usual, and that's saying something. I talk this slow usually if I don't know what to talk about. I know what to talk about, and I'm still incredibly slow right now. So yeah, I haven't done anything. I'm monitoring a couple of new programs for my business channel, so that I can review them. I'm actually getting tired of this game. I mean, I do intend to finish the game, but it just, I don't know. I mean, if I weren't playing this for for the channel, then I would be done with this game. I would have happily beaten it 5 times already. But the Let's Play is just makes this feel so dragged out. Which this is my first Let's Play series, so it's an experience that I'm going that I have to customize myself to. Especially when there are days that I don't feel like I'm getting any work accomplished, like that Medusa fight. But I think overall with other games, I think with the other games that I play, they're going to be interesting enough to be more engaging, without all of the enemies essentially having random bullshit that essentially makes their RNG more dangerous. I mean, because literally at this point in the game, literally every single enemy has some kind of status effect attack, and they have more than one. So it's not I'm not losing this fight. I'm not losing these fights because they're stronger than me. No, I'm losing them because they put me in positions where I can't do anything. And pretty much anyone else, pretty much anyone else that plays this game can say the exact same thing. Most of their deaths and fight restarting isn't because they simply were under-leveled. It is the fact that they got hit with confusions or petrifies, and it becomes ridiculous. I mean, like, poison I can tolerate. I mean, unless they're already getting low in health, I don't really care about the poison. I mean, I'll get rid of it because it's not like it's it's not like it's loss of a healing potion to do so. Okay, yeah, these earthquakes are surprisingly powerful. I will give that to them. They did overpower me. Granted, I also should be curing her first round. And let's try this again. I'm still trying to work out what my recording schedule is going to be after I get finished with this. I mean, it's going to be a lot easier, and I'm sure about the days. I'm just trying to work out with my tablet's memory as to how big of videos I'm going to be able to record. I mean, because I would rather these go for 30 minutes than for 20 minutes, but I don't want to push them like an hour. Please tell me there's a chest down here worth getting. Okay, let's try to get rid of the eyeball so I can actually use spells. So, the few moments that I actually got to watch something while I was babysitting, I started watching The Good Witch, which I've never watched any of the movies, and I didn't know anything about it until I saw season 1 pop up in Netflix, which Oh, crap, wrong button. And it wasn't what I expected whenever I clicked to start watching it, but it was something I enjoyed. Okay, so I've got 2 different stairwells here. Let's see, now I've got a chest over here that I do want to check out. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything about it, but like, obviously the main character is a witch, but this is Hallmark, so you know they're not going to do anything over the top and unsavory. So, like, aside from essentially really good intuition, there wasn't really anything that said magic, and like intuition doesn't have really good intuition. It doesn't necessarily have to be magic. Oh crap, I didn't realize I switched her to auto. The flare spell. So now we have all of our spells. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to expect here. Now, keep in mind that all of those long stairwells that I took, essentially we skipped up multiple floors. And if you notice, I went down a level and I come into a room that we hadn't seen before for a... Alright, see, that switch over there, which I'm going to go back and hit, will keep the elevator from going, I think, beyond this floor. Which there is an elevator at the bottom. And I believe the point of the elevators is to corner off where you're going to fight Pazuzu. So, but anyway, season 1 of the Good Witch, there wasn't anything blatantly magical. I mean, it was a good show, and like it was quality that you would expect from the Hallmark Channel. But then most people, I know most of what I watch, what I've seen from the Hallmark Channel has been predominantly Christian oriented, and so to have something that is essentially not centralized on Christian values while still being that level of what's the right word? I don't know. I can't think of it off. Being that family friendly with something that's not Christian values is surprising and progressive for Hallmark, in my opinion. I mean, sure, there are a lot that don't necessarily state any kind of religious affiliation. I see that there was a gap right here, and that switch just closed that gap off, so the elevator can't come this high anymore. So then, so yeah, it seemed progressive, and so I watched. So season 1 wasn't blatantly magical. Season 2 premiere had a character that I'm not going to give a lot of details about the story, but the one character was essentially using dark magic, but even that, they didn't make it overtly magical. Now I'm in episode 4 on season 3, and I am surprised by it in a good way. I mean, they are making the connection to magic stronger in the series, but they're still not going overboard with it, and you really have to infer it, because what's going on to make this connection could easily be coincidental, but coincidence in a TV show never works. There's always an underlying cause, and the development crew expect you to recognize that. Whether or not you do recognize it is something entirely different, which is cool. If you want to be oblivious, then by all means, that is your personal choice. I can't wait to see how the story actually plays out, and whether or not it's actually whether or not this particular story is going to have long-term impact on the series as it progresses. Because season 1, the long-term story arc was about the Doctor and his son. The second season was multiple budding romances for the main character. Now, aside from continuing story threads that started in the previous seasons, I'm not seeing anything overt in the new season. Let's try out this flare spell. I'm not seeing anything overtly pointing to a strong storyline, overarching theme yet. So I'm not sure if anything that's already happened is going to be made bigger than it was, bigger than it currently is later, or if this particular story arc is just going to lead into something more. But I'm excited to see what it has. So I get the impression that I might finish this floor, but I'm not going to get anything else accomplished in this episode, which is probably the most annoying thing about this game. I mean, like most games, I would in 20 minutes, who knows what I could have accomplished. But this game, the fighting drags on so long that so yeah, I'm going to have a lot of material for the review for this after I do finish the entire game for this Let's Play. Okay, this is another multi-floor stairwell. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to heal up real fast. And, maybe a couple of, seeds. And then I'm going to go ahead and save this right here, and I'll end the recording, and I guess we'll pick up the next episode going downstairs again. Yeah, again, I have no idea where I'm going in this because it's been so long since I played. But I will catch you in the next episode, and hopefully I will get the next episode faster than 4 days from now. But until next time, I'm out. Later.